The next topic I am going to start is muscle fiber type. What is muscle fiber? Muscle fiber, as we have seen in the anatomy of muscle, muscle is made up of a fiber, and the length of fiber may vary from 1 centimeter to 30 centimeter. It means muscle is a complete cell. Muscle fiber is a complete cell. The diameter of that muscle fiber or the muscle cell ranges from 10 to 100 nanometer, 10 to 100 micrometers, and the length of one muscle cell may ranges from up to 30 centimeter. So you can imagine how long a single cell. Normally we think cell is a very minute structure. Cell is a very minute structure, but when we talk about muscle or nerve, they are the longest cell of body. So when we are going to discuss about muscle fiber in detail, generally speaking, basically muscle fiber is of two types. One is slow twitch fiber and second is fast twitch fiber. As we have discussed in the last chapter, what is twitch? Twitch means contraction and relaxation of muscle. What is twitch? Twitch means contraction and relaxation of muscle. So we have different types of muscle fiber in our body. Some has capability to contract and relax fast. Some fiber has capability to contract and relax slow, and they are responsible for different type of work in our body. So generally speaking, basically we have two types of muscle fiber, fast twitch fiber and slow twitch fiber. First, I will discuss about what is slow twitch fiber. Slow twitch fiber is also known as type 1 fiber. It is also known as a small type fiber, red fiber, etc., etc. It is known as many names: type 1 fiber, small twitch fiber, red fiber, associated with aerobic training. It means when we are going to train our athlete for aerobic types of activity, when we are performing any activity, any aerobic activity, it require recruitment of, it require contraction of, it require force production by type 1 fiber. Any aerobic activity require contraction of type 1 fibers. More efficient at using chemical energy. It means the energy supplied to these fiber is by our Krebs cycle. Krebs cycle means it is normal mechanism, normal glycolysis oxidative mechanism. This is the normal oxidative mechanism of our body. We are getting our energy by oxidation of glucose. Oxidation means when your glucose molecule is burning with the help of oxygen. There is a formula, you all are aware about that formula, C6H12O6 is going to combine with 6O2, O2 means oxygen. The end product is carbon dioxide, 6 carbon dioxide molecule, 6 water molecule and ATPs. Around 33 ATP is net gain is 33 ATP is forming by this process of metabolism. By burning of one glucose molecule, by burning of glucose molecule, you are getting around 33 ATP. So these fiber are basically using energy by that mechanism, by normal energy delivery system of the body, contract at slow rate, because they are getting energy by oxidative mechanism, by Krebs cycle of body. So the rate of energy supply, because Krebs cycle, if you go through Krebs cycle involve many steps to generate ATPs. So the delivery of ATP is slower, and because of slower delivery, the utilization of that ATP by these muscle fiber is slower. So these fiber contract and relax slowly. So these fiber are more useful, mainly responsible for slower work for longer time, slower work for longer time. For example, marathon runner who has to run long distance but time is more. So type 1 fiber are more common, the amount of the ratio of muscle type 1 fiber is more in marathon runner. Second type of muscle fiber is fast twitch fiber. What is fast twitch fiber? The fiber, the muscle fiber which has capability to contract and relax fastly. It means frequency of contraction. Frequency of contraction is faster. It means within few milliseconds the fiber is able to contract as well as relax. So fast twitch fiber are basically two types. They are type 2A fiber and type 2B fiber. First I will discuss about type 2B fiber. As we have seen, type 1 fiber is also known as slow twitch fiber, whereas type 2B fiber is known as fast twitch fiber. Fast twitch fiber means ability of fiber to contract and relax at faster frequency. Fast twitch, it is also known as fast twitch glycolytic. It means these fiber gets their energy, their energy for contraction from glycolysis cycle. Glycolysis mean unoxidative, anaerobic conditions. They are not using oxygen for burning of fuel. As we have seen in type 1 fiber, the fuel, that is glucose, is burned by oxygen. But these fiber, when they are contracting and relaxing at faster speed, the normal energy delivery system, normal chemical system of our body, which is supplying energy at slower speed, is not able to supply these fiber energy, because these fiber needs energy at faster speed. So normal oxidative mechanism is not able to supply energy to those fiber. So these fiber use glycolytic mechanism of energy production for their contraction. They are associated with short duration anaerobic event. Short duration anaerobic event, these fibers are also known as white fiber. These fibers are also known as white fiber because they have less amount of blood supply. So these type of muscle fiber are responsible for heavy work, faster work, but not for long time. As we have seen in type 1 fiber, those fiber are responsible for long work, but speed is slower. But here these fiber are responsible for faster speed, but not for longer time. It is only for shorter period of time. Uses the immediate source of ATP store. Immediate source mean they need quick supply of ATP. They need quick supply of ATP for their contraction, and the fiber has ability of rapid contraction. Rapid contraction mean the frequency of contraction is faster. Example is sprinting. Sprinting mean when an athlete is running for 100 meter. When a sprinter is running for 100 meter, he need faster speed, and because he want faster speed, so he need to contract and relax his muscle fiber at faster speed. The third one is the part of type 2 fiber is type 2A fiber. We have discussed about type 1 fiber and type 2 fiber. Type 2 fiber is basically two types, type 2B and type 2A. What is type 2A fiber? They are also known as fast twitch oxidative and glycolytic. Fast twitch oxidative and glycolytic. We have seen there type 1 is oxidative, type 2B is glycolytic, but type 2A is both. It is a combination of both. It is known as fast twitch, oxidative and glycolytic. It means these fibers are getting energy by oxidative as well as unoxidative means for their conduction. These fibers are associated with longer duration anaerobic event. It means we have seen type 1 fiber, they are responsible for long duration with less speed. We have seen type 2B fiber, high speed with short duration, but this fiber is a moderate type fiber which is using energy from oxidative mean as well as glycolytic mean. So these type of fibers are responsible for longer duration anaerobic events. In this type of fiber, buffering capacity is important. What is buffering? Buffering mean pH. You know what is pH? pH, we have two types of solution. One is acidic solution and one is basic solution. One is acidic solution and other is basic solution. And water has neutral pH. Water is in between. Water has a neutral pH of 7. Water has a neutral pH of 7. When any solution has pH more than 7, we will say the solution is basic. When any solution will have pH less than, what is pH? Hydrogen ion concentration of that solution. When any solution has less than 7 pH, we will say it is acidic. Or blood or tissue fluid. Our tissue fluid has a slightly basic characteristic. Our tissue fluid as well as blood is slightly basic. It means it has more than 7 pH. But what happens in case of fast twitch fiber? When fast twitch fiber is using faster energy by glycolytic mean, we will discuss later in this chapter, because of unoxidative mechanism of energy production, the end product of that mechanism is formation of lactic acid in the body, and because of formation in acid in the body, the normal pH of body blood or fluid can be acidic. So these fiber, when these fiber are using energy by oxidative as well as glycolytic mean, they can maintain the normal pH of blood. As we have seen in glycolytic as well as oxidative fiber, in oxidative fiber they are basically using ATP energy by oxidative means, so there is no formation of acid. But in fast twitch fiber they uses unoxidative mean for energy production, so they releases some acid and it can cause conversion of body blood is slightly acidic, which can cause soreness. But these fiber doesn't produce acidity in blood, so this is having buffering capacity. Sustain rapid contraction of intermediate fiber. These fiber is having capability to sustain intermediate, not very strong, not very slow. Like these fiber has capability to maintain some intermediate work for longer duration. As we have seen when we compare from these three fiber, type 1 fiber is small lighter work for longer duration. Type 2B fiber heavy work for a smaller duration, and type 2A fiber is responsible for intermediate work for longer duration. Example is body weight exercises and wrestling. Body weight exercises and wrestling is these type of athlete is having more amount of type 2A fiber. Now if we see, and now come to the normal human being, we all are different from one other. Some person has more amount of strength, some person has more amount of strength, some person is in between. So every individual is different from other individual in terms of strength as well as endurance, Beside other characteristics, I am not going to describe all those other features, but when we are talking about motor unit and muscle fiber, with reference to muscle fiber, different individual has different type of body building, different types of muscle fiber, different type of characteristic. Example of individuality. Individuals are different. Every individual is different. Now, when you see the past record in the sports event, in international sports event, East African has showed a great improvement in sprinting races, ranges from 100 meters to 800 meters. They all the medalists, gold medalists come from Kenya. Clear? When you see the last from 86 to 2010, all champions belongs to that country only. Why? It is because of individuality. Those persons have high number of type 1 fiber. By using those fibers, they are able to perform better, they are able to increase the frequency of contraction, and that's why they have high speed in all type of sprinting. So, why the Kenyans dominate? Why those Kenyans dominate in this type of sprinting activities? Why they are always having gold medals? Why not African? Why not Australian? Why not American? Why not? It is because of high altitude training. Okay, we can convert these fibers, type 1, type 2A, type 2B. These are interchangeable. So, how we can train a person for different types of sports? I have told you some sports require more amount of type 1 fiber like marathon running. Some sports require high number of type 2B fiber like sprinting. Some sports require intermediate fiber type 2A fiber like wrestling or weight lifting. So, how we can dominate these type of fiber in different individual? First is high altitude training. What is high altitude training? If you see the geographical area, this is because of geographical distribution of their countries. Kenya is placed at high altitude, it means higher than sea level, and those areas which are situated at high altitude, those individual has high amount of type 1 fiber, because type 1 fiber is also known as red fiber, because at higher altitude the pressure is less. Because of less pressure, the amount of oxygen within that environment is less. So, those individual has more amount of type 1 fiber to bind more amount of oxygen. Second, I have discussed increase mitochondrial density. Because of living at high altitude, they have more number of type 1 fiber, as because of having more number of type 1 fiber is also known as red fibers. They are red because they are having more number of mitochondria. Third is increased lung capacity. The lung capacity of Kenyan is more in comparison to other countries which are below the level of that countries, because when you are higher than sea, the higher you go from sea level, the air pressure will be decreased. The higher you go from sea level, the air pressure will decrease. So, there should be some adaptation in your body to inhale more amount of oxygen for your energy production. So, energy production is needed for oxygen is needed for energy production. So, when you will have high oxygen intake, you will have more energy production. And next is muscle fiber type. Muscle fiber type, the Kenyan have type 1 fiber more, and probably a combination. We will discuss how we can combination of these fiber type, capacity, increase lung capacity, mitochondria, altitude training, all these factors, when they are in combination, how they can affect your athletic performance. I would like to revise it again. There are number of factors which can dominate an individual in some specific sports event. Like if you are talking about Kenyans, they are having high altitude training, increased mitochondrial density, increased lung capacity, muscle fiber type, and probably a combination. And because of having all these specificity, they are dominating in this type of athletic event. Now second is percentage of muscle fiber type. We have discussed there are two muscle type, slow twitch fiber and fast twitch fiber. For most individual, it is about 50-50. Most of the individual, they are having equal amount of type 1 and type 2 fiber. Suppose if they have a 10,000 muscle fiber in their body, 5,000, approximately 5,000 is type 1 and 5,000 is type 2. But this ratio, normally it is 50-50. Normally for individual it is 50-50. But this ratio can be different on different parameters. I have discussed in the first slide, like high altitude training, increased mitochondrial density, increased capacity, lung capacity, muscle fiber type, and combination. So these ratio of type 1 fiber and type 2 fiber in the body can be vary based on genetics, based on geographical area. So genetics plays an important role in deciding. Suppose a runner, son may be a runner, a wrestler, son may be a wrestler. It is because he is getting some of the fiber type genes. So fiber type, normally it is 50-50 ratio, type 1, type 2 be type 1 and type 2, but it can vary because of geography of the area, because of adaptation, because of genetics. Mesomorph have a higher percentage of fast twitch fiber. Mesomorph and ectomorph. This is the, what is mesomorph and ectomorph? They are body building type. Mesomorph and ectomorph, they are the body type. They are the body type. Mesomorph mean a person with well developed muscular body. Mesomorph, a person with well developed muscular body. And second is ectomorph, a person with thin body. So there are two types of personality. I am discussing about the different types of fiber in body. In normal conditions, they are 50-50, but they can vary by genetics. Other thing, they can vary on body build type, mesomorph type body or ectomorph type body. What is mesomorph type body? Mesomorph have a higher percentage of fast twitch fiber. Muscle, who is having more muscle, who is having more muscular body, who is going to gym, who is exercising every day for strengthening his muscle, they are having mesomorph type of body. Those who is having mesomorph type of body, they are having more amount of type 2B fiber in his muscle. Who have higher, who has less muscle mass, who has less muscle mass in his body is known as ectomorph. And ectomorph body has more percentage of slow twitch muscle fiber in his body. So it is clear from mesomorph personality and ectomorph personality. Mesomorph personality are able to perform heavier work. They are able to lift heavy weight. The person who is involved in heavy work activities, they are having more muscle. And the person who is involved in long duration work, they are not having more muscle in their body, they are having less muscle, they are having ectomorph type personality, along with they may have some amount of fat. So mesomorph personality has more amount of type 2B fiber, whereas ectomorph personality has more amount of type 1 fiber. That's why those who has more muscle, they can perform strength work, and those have less muscle, they can perform endurance work. Now we will discuss the percentage of these fibers in different muscle of our body. Percentage of slow twitch by location. Slow twitch mean type 1 fiber. We have different muscle like deltoid, rectus abdominis and gastrocnemius. They are different muscle. They are also known as anti-gravity muscle. Deltoid is a muscle which is controlling mainly our shoulder motion. This is deltoid muscle. Your shoulder abduction, your shoulder flexion, extension, all are performed by your deltoid muscle. And when you are doing any work, for performing any work, you have to lift your shoulder up and you have to maintain. Suppose you are writing, you are doing computer, you are not doing, when you are sitting on computer, you may sit for 1 hour, 2 hour, 3 hour, same as if you are writing an exam, you have to sit and continuously write for 3 hours. So for writing continuously 3 hours, you are maintaining your shoulder in abduction, and this shoulder abduction is maintained by your deltoid. So for performing any work for longer duration, you should have more amount of type 1 fiber in your muscle. So deltoid is a muscle, deltoid is the best example. The muscle of deltoid has more percentage of type 1 fiber in comparison to type 2 fiber, because deltoid muscle is mainly involved in performing any work for longer time like writing, sitting on computer or any other work. Second is rectus abdominis. This is the stomach muscle. It is the muscle which is stabilizing your abdominal content. It is giving support to your abdominal content. So it should generate some tension to hold the abdominal content inside. So it should work for whenever you are walking, it should stabilize your internal stomach component, abdominal component. So it should have some amount of tension, and the tension should be maintained all along the day when you are standing, when you are walking. So this muscle also has more amount of type 1 fiber or slow twitch fiber. Third example of slow twitch fiber is gastrocnemius muscle. Gastrocnemius muscle is a part of calf muscle. It is a 2-joint muscle and it is responsible for plantar flexion of your feet. So whenever you are standing, sitting, walking, running, this muscle is very important in all those events. So this muscle should perform activity for a longer time. That's why this muscle also has more amount of type 1 fiber. Next, I will give you some example of those muscle which is having more percentage of type 2B fiber or fast twitch fiber. First example is pectoralis major. Pectoralis major is a muscle which originates from pectoral girdle and inserted over the humerus. This is responsible for this type of work, lifting anything. Latissimus dorsi. Latissimus dorsi is a muscle which is responsible for climbing activity. When you are going to climb somewhere, so you are pushing your body up. You are pushing the whole body weight against gravity. We will discuss all the muscle function in the next chapter we have given in the syllabus. But I have told you these muscles are mainly responsible for doing stronger work like pectoralis major, latissimus dorsi, trapezius. Trapezius is a muscle which is controlling your neck movement. Quadriceps is a muscle which causes extension of your knee, hamstring when you are going to sit over your knees. Gluteus maximus means hip muscle. So these muscle are the example which is having more percentage of type 2B fiber. I will like to revise again: pectoralis major, latissimus dorsi, trapezius, quadriceps, hamstrings and gluteus maximus. These are the muscle which are responsible for carrying the load of body. They are responsible for lifting some external load, so they should generate more tension. That's why they are having more number of type 2B fiber, or also known as strength fiber. Now we will discuss energy system and muscle fiber type, from where these muscle fiber gets their energy. There are three energy systems available in the body which supplied energy to all these fiber. First is ATP diet PC system. ATP PC system means adenosine triphosphate as well as phosphocreatinine system. Second is glycolysis, and third is aerobic oxidation. So there are three systems in our body which supply energy to all these three fibers of muscle. First is ATP PC system, adenosine triphosphate dash phosphocreatinine system. Second is glycolysis system, and third is aerobic oxidation. First, I would like to elaborate upon the ATP phosphocreatinine system. It supplies energy for about 10 to 12 seconds, supply the energy demand for short time duration, rapid contraction associated with type 2B fiber, fast twitch glycolytic fiber. Example, 100-yard sprint. ATP phosphocreatinine system supply energy for 1 ATP PC system. Oxidation of 1 phosphocreatinine can supply energy about 10 to 12 seconds to those type 2B fibers, and the energy supply is at very faster rate. The specificity of ATP PC system is the system is able to supply energy at very quick rate, but the disadvantage of the system, they can one burning of or one utilization of 1 phosphocreatine can supply energy to a muscle fiber for only 10 to 12 seconds. So this type of energy supply is suitable for rapid contraction, and they are mainly supplying energy to type 2B fiber, also known as fast twitch glycolytic fiber, and these type of fiber are mainly utilized in 100-meter sprinting type of sports event, where you need to perform, where you need to complete 100 meter within few seconds. So your speed should be faster. So for faster contraction of and relaxation of that type 2B muscle fiber, you need faster supply of energy, because without energy nobody can work. So for efficiently faster contraction and relaxation of type 2B fiber, the rate of energy supply should be faster, which can be supplied by creatinine phosphate. But the disadvantage is 1 creatinine phosphate can supply energy to a muscle fiber of type 2 type, to 2B5 type, only 10 to 12 seconds. Second mechanism of energy supply is glycolysis. Supplied energy for about 2 to 3 minutes. Glycolysis is also a type of unoxidative system of energy supply, but it is better than energy supply by creatinine phosphate, because 1 creatinine phosphate can supply energy for only 10 to 12 seconds. But when you see here, glycolysis, by glycolysis we can supply energy for 2 to 3 minutes, supply the energy demand for long duration rapid contraction. It means it is a supplying energy to type 2A fibers, rapid contraction for longer time, whereas type 1 fiber slow contraction for longer time, type 2B faster contraction for shorter time. So glycolysis can supply energy for about 2 to 3 minutes, supply energy demand for long duration and rapid contractions associated with type 2A fiber. It means glycolysis mechanism of energy supply is responsible for supplying energy to type 2A fiber, that is fast oxidative glycolytic fiber. For example, push up for 2 minutes. When you are going to push up for 2 minutes, you are getting energy from glycolysis mechanism. Third and the most important form of energy supply in our body is anaerobic oxidative. Supply energy for events greater than 2 to 3 minutes, supply the energy demand for long duration, sustained slow contraction. We have seen in other two system of energy supply, those system can supply energy in case of rapid contraction. When your speed of contraction is faster, one was creatine phosphate or phosphocreatinine, they can supply energy for few seconds only. Suppose when you are going for sprinting of 100 meter, you can complete the race within 5 to 10 seconds. So within 5 to 10 seconds, that phosphocreatinine system of energy supply is sufficient. But when you are going to perform some intermediate work like push up for 2 minutes, the energy supplied by glycolysis mechanism, this is also a type of unoxidative mechanism, but the advantage is that it can supply energy for longer duration in comparison to type 2B fiber. And third one is aerobic oxidative capacity, supply energy for events greater than 2 to 3 minutes, supply energy demand for long duration, sustained and slow contraction. So when you are doing any sustained work, when you are going for marathon running, clear, you will get energy from oxidative aerobic mechanism, because the speed is slower. When you are walking slowly or running slowly, jogging, in jogging is the type of jogging, marathon running, these are the type of aerobic exercises. Your speed of energy delivery is equal to speed of contraction and relaxation. When speed of contraction and relaxation is matching, whatever is coming here you are using. So intake and output, input and output is equal. So aerobic oxidative capacity or aerobic mechanism, that is mainly Krebs cycle, is capable to supply your energy, to type 1 fiber, which is mainly responsible for slower sustained contraction. Sustained mean contraction relaxation for longer time. Example is marathon runner. Now we will discuss the importance of understanding muscle fiber type. Why should, being a physical educator, why should we have the, and why should we study the different fiber types and what is their role in physical education? Being a physical educator, either we will teach a student, or we can work as a coach, we can work as a personal trainer, and sometime being an individual we are going to perform in some sports event. So being a physical educator, we can utilize the understanding of muscle fiber type as a teacher, as a coach, as a personal trainer, or as a athletic performer by own self. So how we can improve, how we can utilize the understanding of fiber type in all role, either as role as a teacher, as a coach, as a trainer, or as a athlete. So when we have a complete concept of this fiber type, from where these fibers are getting energy, and what is the advantage and disadvantage of getting energies, suppose we can train better, we can perform better, we can teach better, etc., etc. Poor combination. So we should have a knowledge what is the combination, poor combination of all these fiber, and what is the good combination. First is poor combination, type 2B with aerobic events. Suppose I have told you type 2B fiber is getting its energy by phosphocreatinine. Clear? When you are a person, athlete is having more amount of type 2B fiber in his body, like he is having mesomorphic personality. What is mesomorphic personality? Mesomorphic personality is a personality in which a person is having more muscular body. So, if a person is having more muscular body, it means he has more percentage of type 2B fiber in his body. So, what is poor combination? How we can understand poor combination? Type 2 fiber with aerobic event. Suppose if a person is having more amount of type 2B fiber and you are putting him in some aerobic athletes like marathon runner. If person is having more type 2B fiber and you are putting him in a marathon run, he will again always fail because he doesn't have more number of type 1 fiber, he has more number of type 2B fiber. When he is having more number of type 2B fiber, the fiber will utilize energy from your phosphocreatinine, and phosphocreatinine, the end product, when phosphocreatinine is going to make unoxidative phosphorylation, the end product of creatinine phosphate is lactic acid and carbon dioxide. And what happened? Because of more consumption of creatinine phosphate by muscle, by type 2B fiber, the muscle blood will have more amount of lactic acid, and because of more amount of lactic acid in the blood, capillary blood, the blood become acidic and it will cause soreness of muscle, and ultimately it will produce muscle fatigue. So when we are creating some poor combination mean we are putting a person who is having type 2B fiber more and we are putting in a sports which require more amount of type 1 fiber. I have given you example कि a person with more number of type 2B fiber, you are putting that person in long duration events like marathon. Same as vice versa, when you are putting a person who is having more number of type 1 fiber and you are putting that person in a sprinting event for 100 meter, he will never win. He will never win because he is having supply system by Krebs cycle, and Krebs cycle is supplying energy at slower rate. So his muscle fiber will able to contract and relax slowly. So he cannot run faster. He will again come last in the event. So we should be having a complete knowledge of this fiber. We can properly place the specific individual in a specific event based on the types of fiber ratio in their muscle. So what happen if we will put in wrong combination, it will cause failure in the event as well as excess muscle mass starve the body because he has excess muscle mass. So very early he will get fatigue and he need more energy. Type 1 with high intensity rapid contraction, I have given you example. Now come to what is appropriate combination. Appropriate, by having a complete knowledge of muscle fiber type, we can put the athlete in appropriate combination. For example, suppose if after analysis we find the person is having more number of type 1 fiber, so we can put him in those events which need to perform for longer duration like marathon running. Same as type 2B and sprinting or powerlifting. We can put a person who is having more number of type 2B fiber, we can put him in those athletic or sports events which require short duration but high strength like sprinting, or high frequency like sprinting and power lifting. Type 2A wrestling, type 1 like marathon. So by having a complete knowledge about muscle fiber type and its role, its mechanism of action, we can appropriately place the athlete in his appropriate event. So by putting him in appropriate event, we can improve the performance of that athlete. Now, how I have told you in the early slide कि we can convert type 1 fiber into type 2B, vice versa. So how can we find out if which person is having more amount of type 1 fiber, which person is having more amount of type 2A fiber, and which person is having more amount of type 2B fiber. So one thing I have told you, normally a person is having 50-50 ratio, 50 type 1, 50 type 2. A personality effect. If a person has mesomorphic personality, he will have more amount of type 2B fiber. A person is having ectomorphic personality, he will have more amount of type 1 fiber. But apart from these, we can also find out the type of fiber. First is by pre and post testing. By doing specific event, specific testing, we can be able to know the person, either person is having more amount of type 1 fiber or more amount of type. Suppose if a person is having more amount of type 1 fiber, and how can you be able to know? You give him some heavy work, and if you feel the person is able to perform that heavy work, it means he has more amount of type 2 fiber. And if a person is not having more amount of type 2 fiber, he will not be able to perform heavy work. Same as here, if a person is able to perform any work for longer time without fatigue, it means he is having more amount of type 1 fiber. But if the person is tired within few minutes or few seconds, it means he doesn't have more amount of type 1 fiber. And we can specifically train the person according to present. The other method to know which muscle has which amount of ratio of type 1 and type 2 is muscle biopsy. Muscle biopsy is a invasive procedure. Invasive mean painful procedure, in which we get some sample of the muscle from the athlete body or from the person body, and we can analyze that muscle within the lab to find out the ratio of muscle fiber the person has. Second is, I have told you, pre and post testing. First is pre, we will discuss how we can know the person is having type 1 or type 2. There are three methods. First is pre and post testing. Second is sport specific training, and third is muscle biopsy. First I will discuss what is pre and post testing. Teaching and personal training example. First is muscle strength. We can check the normal muscle strength of a person. Muscle strength can be checked by 1 RM. What is 1 RM? 1 RM means 1 repeated maximum. We can check the maximal strength of that muscle fiber. 1 RM mean we will give some weight, ask the person to lift again more weight. We will increase the weight by time. And if we see the person is able to lift this amount of maximum weight, then again we check the other person, third person, fourth person. The person who will be able to lift maximum weight in one effort is having maximum 1 RM. It means the person is having more amount of type 2B fiber. Clear? Type 2B fiber, fast twitch glycolytic. The person which is able to perform 1 RM, 1 maximum, RM mean 1 repeated maximum, 1 repetition maximum. He should be able to lift maximum weight, he should be able to produce maximum strength by a muscle in one effort. So we can measure the individual strength of individual muscle by performing 1 RM test. I would like to again explain what is 1 RM test. The ability of a person's muscle to produce maximum effort, maximum strength in one effort. So if we take 5 sample, 5 individual, and we are testing same muscle of all 5 individual, the person who will be able to perform maximum 1 RM, whose 1 RM will be maximum, will have maximum number of type 2B fiber. So by this method we can be able to know the ratio of type 2B fiber in that muscle. Same as if we are going to check the endurance, we will ask to perform different individual to perform a sustained work, intermediate work for longer time. The person who will be able to perform that work for longest time will have more amount of type 1 fiber. Like push up and sit up, we can ask 5% to push up and sit up for 2 minutes. The person who will be able to perform that push up for 2 minutes without having fatigue, he is having fast glycolytic. Fast glycolytic mean push up and sit up exercises are mainly performed by type 2A fiber. So to check the availability of type 2A fiber in the body, we can ask the person to perform push up or sit up for 2 minutes. This is the test. So I will like to repeat again. For checking the presence of type 2B fiber in the muscle, we will check it by 1 repeated maximum test. To check the presence of type 2A fiber in the muscle, we will ask the person, we will ask the athlete, we will ask the individual to perform push up or sit up for 2 minutes. And third is, if patient is performed to run for 12 minutes, we will say the person is having type 1, more amount of type 1 or slow twitch fiber, but along with slow twitch fiber, the person should have proper cardiovascular endurance. What is cardiovascular endurance? Because all the things to the cell will come through blood, and blood is coming from heart. So his heart should be functioning properly, as well as oxygen is coming from lungs. So his lung should be functioning properly. So by getting oxygen and blood from heart and lung, the tissue or muscle fiber is able to perform any work for a long time. If a person is having normal heart, if a person is having normal lungs, and he is able to run for 12 minutes, we will say the person is having more amount of type 1 fiber. Now, by having complete knowledge, by poor combination, by good combination, we have complete comprehension of muscle fiber type and how they are going to help in athlete training. So how can we utilize all these understanding, all these principle, all these information in sports specific training? Most training should be as close to the fibers ratio present in our body. First thing they are saying, when you are going to train a person for a specific event, first thing is selection. You should select the person by having all these 3 tests, by 12-minute run test, by 2-minute push-up test, by 1 repeated maximum. By doing all 3 tests, you will be able to know which person is having more amount of fast twitch fiber, which person is having more amount of type 2A fiber, and which athlete is having more amount of type 1 fiber. So you can categorize your athletes or your sports personnel. Now you are going to train your personnel in their specific event. As I have told you, the presence of these fibers is not only and only determined by your body build. It is determined by your genetic coding, your geographical areas. So when we will assess, analyze, this person is having more type 1 fiber, this person is having more type 2 fiber, and this person is having more type 2 fiber, we can train them more close. Suppose if a person is having more type 1 fiber, and if I will train him for strength work like sprinting, so it will take long time. But if I will train him for marathon, it will take less time to train him. So we should comply, we should combine, we should stick with the type of muscle fiber present in the sport person body, and we can train him, we can train him according to the availability of more number of fiber in the person body, which can be tested by different 3 techniques. Second is movement used in a particular sports. When we are going to train a personal, so we should train him according to movement, because performance is not totally based on muscle only. For performing any movement thing, you should use your muscle, your bone, your joint senses. So when you train that personal, when you are going to train a person in terms of movement, which is the movement is closer to that. Suppose if you are going to train a bowler, so this is the movement, fast bowler, this is the movement. So you should train in this manner. You should not try to strengthen. First you are going to strengthen his deltoid, supraspinatus, adductors, abductors, rotators, because in this movement you are going to use almost all of the muscle of shoulder as well as pectoral girdle. When you are going to train the bowler, you should train him in this position. You should try to strengthen his all peri-articular structure of joint along with muscle fiber in the close pattern. Close mean the movement which is required to perform that specific event. It should be functional training of that muscle, training of that joint, need based, movement based, game based. Example, if you are a wrestler, for example, if you are a wrestler, the majority of your time training should be on mat. All other training is supplemental. Clear? Because if you are going to train a wrestler, you should train him over the mat, not over the, if you are training anywhere. It should be on the ground. It should be as practical as the person is going to perform in the field. So it should be always field training, environment training, because you are not only training in the muscle, you are completely training a sports athlete for performing best in his sport. So you should create a complete natural environment as he is going to get in the competition. If you run long distance, the majority of your time should be running long distance. Training a person for marathon runner, so you should not train him for 100 meter only. You should every day you have to train, you have to ask him run 10 kilometer, run 15 kilometer. Clear? So the training should be as close to as your demand of your sports. Now I will give you some example of your muscle fiber type, fast tissue fiber and slow tissue fiber. Chicken example, the best example. Chicken, you have all have seen about chicken. They are not able to run. They are not able to fly, but they are able to run fast. When you see the leg piece of chicken, they are red. But when you see the wings of chicken, they are white. So wings, they are having type 2B fiber. Chicken wings, they are having type 2B fiber. Type fiber, they are basically white. When you see the color, type 2B fiber is white and type 1 fiber is red and type 2 fiber is yellow. So when we see the example of chicken wings are white because the wings is having more amount of type 2B fiber, whereas why it is having white fibers? Because they have few capillaries, and when in any unfavorable condition, when chicken is trying to fly, it cannot fly for more than 10 seconds because of having more amount of type 2B fiber. The chicken's wing muscles are fatigued because they don't have higher capillaries, they don't have high blood, they don't have more number of type 1 fiber. That's why within few seconds they are flying and fell down on the earth. Same as any unfavorable condition, they can run at any distance because they have high number of type one fiber in their legs. So because of having high number of type 1 fiber in their legs, these fibers are mainly red fibers. They are having good blood capillaries, they are having enough supply, so they can run for long time. Whole the day hens are running here and there, whole the day, but they are not getting tired. But if you force them to fly, they cannot fly, because in their wings they are having more amount of type 2b fiber, but in their leg they are having more number of type 1 fiber. That's why they can run for long distance. In the chart, I can compare all these 3 fibers in terms of different characteristics. First is, you can see in the diagram, fiber type. Second is slow twitch, fast twitch and fast twitch B, fast twitch A and fast twitch B. So we can compare in the diagram. First is contraction time. When we compare the contraction time, what is contraction time? The time from a fiber from latent period to increase maximum tension. What is contraction time? Time taken by a muscle fiber from latent period, from generation of action potential to as I have shown you in motor unit, any contraction has 3 phases. First phase, when as soon as the action potential reaches at the level of neuromuscular junction, it will there for few milliseconds there will be a period of latent period known as development of tension, and tension start developing suddenly within few 10 to 100 milliseconds. Maximum contraction, this is known as contraction phase, and again it will come back in relaxation phase. So when we talk about slow twitch fiber, maximum tension time in slow twitch fiber takes long time. It means from latent period to contraction time, it takes long time to fully contract. Type 1 fiber take long time, enough time from latent period to contraction period. I have shown you in the motor unit, there is diagram from when action potential come from latent period to achieving full contraction, it takes long time. I can show you in the diagram. Suppose if this is the time and this is the contraction, when you are applying a stimulus, again going like this, clear? It means for full contraction it takes long time, the graph will go like this. But when you talk about fast twitch fiber, it takes faster, it is faster, contraction time is faster, complete contraction of muscle fiber is faster in comparison to slow twitch fiber. But fast twitch type B fiber is very fast. It means from latent period to complete contraction period, the time required is very less. So when we are comparing about the contraction time from latent period to contraction time of all 3 fibers, type 1 fiber is slow, whereas type 2A fiber is fast and type 2B is very fast. So I have explained all these things in motor unit. From latent period, the graph will come like this for small fibers. The graph will go like this for fast. So this is the, and sorry, you can see in the diagram, contraction time is slow for slow twitch fiber, fast for type 2A fiber and very fast for fast twitch B fiber. Second parameter is size of motor neuron. What is motor neuron? The nerve fibers which is coming out from nerve. So slow twitch fibers are supplied by a smaller motor neuron, whereas fast twitch fiber are supplied by large motor neuron, whereas fast twitch B fiber or type 2B fiber are supplied by very large motor neuron. So we can compare easily कि type 1 fiber is supplied by a smaller motor neuron, whereas type 2B fiber is supplied by very large motor neuron. Third parameter is resistance to fatigue. What is fatigue? Inability of muscle fiber to contract and relax. It is known as fatigue. So when you compare all three type 1, type 2A and type 2B fiber in terms of resistance to fatigue, so because of having high amount of blood supply, type 1 fiber is highly resistant to fatigue. Type 1 fiber is highly resistant to fatigue because it is getting energy from Krebs cycle, and in one Krebs cycle the energy amount is around 33 ATP, whereas type 2A fiber is having intermediate resistance of fatigue, whereas fast twitch B fiber is having low resistance to fatigue. It means your slow twitch fiber will fatigue very late. It takes long enough time, maybe 1 hour, half hour to get fatigue, whereas your intermediate fiber can fatigue early than type 2 fiber but later than type 1 fiber. But your type 2B fiber has low resistance. It means that whenever you are going to use type 2 fiber, very soon, within few seconds, it will fatigue. Third is activity used for, basically they are getting energy. We can use type 1 fiber for all aerobic activities, all aerobic events, which when the person is going to perform any aerobic event, he should have more amount of type 1 fiber. When a person is going for when a person is going for short-term aerobic event, long-term aerobic event, should have more amount of type 1 fiber. When a person is going for intermediate term aerobic event, anaerobic event, long term, when a person is going for long term anaerobic event, he should have more amount of type 2A fiber. And when a person is going for short term anaerobic event, he should have fast twitch B fiber or type 2B fiber. I will like to repeat it again because in which activity which type of muscle fibers are responsible. So in all aerobic activities, type 1 fibers are responsible. In all type of long term anaerobic activities, type 2A fibers are responsible, and in all short term anaerobic activities, type 2B fibers are responsible. Now we will discuss the comparison of force production. Okay, which fiber is producing which amount of force? When you talk about slow twitch fiber, they are able to produce very low force in comparison to type 2A and B fiber, whereas type 2A fiber produce high force as well as type 2B produce very high force in comparison to type 1 and type 2. So when you are going to perform any heavy work, you should have more amount of type 2B fiber. Now come to the mitochondrial comparison of mitochondria available within the cell of all three type of fiber. When we talk about type 1 fiber, they have high density of mitochondria in cell. When we talk about type 2A fiber, they also have high density of mitochondria in the cell, but they have lesser mitochondria in comparison to type 1 fiber. But type 2B fiber has low density of mitochondria in their cell. Next is capillary density. What is capillary density? Presence of capillaries in the cell, presence of blood capillaries in the cell. So slow twitch fiber has high concentration, high density of capillaries in the cell. Fast twitch fiber has intermediate density of capillaries in the cell, whereas your type 2B fiber has low density of capillaries in the cell. Same as oxidative capacity. What is oxidative capacity? To perform work by using oxygen. So slow twitch fiber or type 1 fiber has high oxidative capacity. Fast twitch fiber also has high oxidative capacity, whereas fast twitch B fiber has low oxidative capacity. Next is glycolytic capacity. Slow twitch fiber has low glycolytic capacity. Fast twitch A and B both have high glycolytic capacity. Last one is comparison of major storage of fluids. In slow twitch fiber, the fuel is stored in slow twitch fiber or type 1 fiber. The fuel is stored in form of triglycerides, whereas in type 2A fiber, the fuel is stored in form of creatinine phosphate and glycogen, same as in type 2B fiber, the fuel is stored in form of creatinine phosphate and glycogen. It is important to understand muscle fiber type for teaching, coaching and training. Thank you.